hot in here. Hello, lovelies. How are you? All of you. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Shirlene. Hey, Kim. Hey, Exotic Girl. Hey, Carol. Hello, Andrew. Welcome in. Who's ready for night 2 of the Winchester Mystery House? Y'all come on in, I'm still working on images and kind of moving to the side while I do it. Hello, hello, hello. Everyone have a good Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. How awesome is that? Oh, just so you do know, I'm going to be posting all lives here on TikTok. I'll be posting them on YouTube as White channel as well. I was extremely busy tonight, Julie. Did not get a chance to respond to you, but yes, marked will be on the White channel. for those who were wondering. Hey, X. Hey, Tara. Hey, Kim. Hey, Julie. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Palm. Hey, Bonnie Lass. Marked will be available on the Y channel. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Pink. How are you feeling? Hey, Melanie. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Suzanne. Who is ready for night 2 of the Winchester Mystery House? I'm just getting some images ready for the story, so just bear with me. Do. I hope I'm getting these up to where you're going to be able to see it. Let's make sure we repost, share, Oh, that's cool. Don't forget to sing your dailies. Helps you out too. Hey, Tara. It is hump day. So happy about that. I don't know why I like that one so much. That's great music to drive to, by the way. Put the pedal to the metal and go. Seven minutes. Great paranormal investigating music, don't you think? Come on in, make yourselves at home. Working on images to make the story immersive. Who dreamed of skinwalkers last night? Four minutes. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Howlin' at the Moon. Oh, for sure, Sandy. Word is spreading. I had a nightmare from it, and I wrote it. So, I had this terrible nightmare that I was being chased, and the moon would not stay out, and so it was just total darkness, and the only thing that I could see was that skinwalker's eyes. You switched to happy thoughts? Oh, good. Hey, Ebony Eyes. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Yes, I did listen to that 911 call. That was terrifying. Yeah, that was scary. Hey, Indigo, Becky. If you are brand new here, this is Paranormal Pals Live. I am your host, Bryn Morgan. I'm a horror author, and I am a lover of the paranormal. Do you like the paranormal? Then hit that follow button and the notification bell and never miss another Paranormal Pals Live. And welcome. Hello, hello, Queen Loyal. This one here on the screen, California. It was terrifying. I loved it. I'm bad. All right. Just a little bit. Can we get to 800 followers tonight? We're so close right now. I think we're at 785. It's crazy how quickly that this is growing. Mr. Night Queen and I were talking about it. We were talking about it last night, I think, or the night before. And he said, honey, look how fast this page is growing. I want to get to 1,000 followers. I think that that would be fantastic, and then we'll just take off and grow from there. Considering that this live has only been going for, is it almost 2 months? I'm ecstatic. I am absolutely ecstatic, and I could not do it without my seekers. You are what makes this live thrive. Do you know someone who likes the paranormal? If everyone shares this live with 5 friends, 10 friends, 15 friends, chances are 1 or 2 might come in and watch it. And that's how we're going to grow, is by word of mouth. Oh, thank you, Queen Loyal. Hey, Give No Fluffs. Thank you already for the presents. Hello, Diane. Welcome in. I might have to create some images as I go along, because there are some really great images here. Music good, I hope. Welcome to Paranormal Files Live. I'm your host, Bryn Morgan. I'm a horror author, and I love the paranormal. And it was a paranormal experience that I had at 10 years old that forever changed me when I had my own visitation. That is the reason that I decided to start Paranormal Files Live. Have you ever wanted to have a conversation with someone about what you've seen, and they look at you like you're crazy? Well, welcome to the crazy page, because we all here believe in the paranormal and the things that go bump in the night. Tonight is night 2 of the Winchester Mystery House. Let me see in the comments. Are you ready? Hello, Amy. Hello, exotic girl. Listen closely, seekers. Do you hear it? Footsteps echoing in empty hallways, creaking floorboards, wind through broken windows. Then a voice, confused, lost, desperate. A construction worker from the 1890s. He's panicked. I've been walking for 20 minutes in this house. I came in through the kitchen. Now I can't find my way back. Every door I open leads to I don't know where. This doesn't make sense. Buildings don't do this. A door opens. Footsteps. Door closes. Silence. A mover in 1923. He's frustrated. I swear, guys, we already carried furniture out of this room. But here's more furniture. Same room. They all look alike to me in this house. The hallway turned left, then it turned right, then I don't know. We're going in circles. I'm creeped out by this place. More footsteps. Faster now. Running down the stairs, down the hall, ending up at a blank wall. He could have swore that there was a staircase there that led to the first floor. The second voice is a modern tourist, present day. She's scared. The tour guide said stay with the group, but I looked away for 1 second and now they're gone. I can hear voices, but I can't find them. Every door I try is locked, or opens to some wall, or opens to a staircase that goes up, down. I can't tell anymore. Please, someone. I just want out. Her breathing quickens. Panic. Then a door slams. Welcome back, seekers. Last night, or Monday night, I'm sorry, you met Sarah Winchester. You learned her story, her tragedies, her grief, her curse. You learned that in 1884, a medium told her, built the house for the spirits, Sarah Winchester. Never stop building, or you will die. And for 38 years, from 1884 to 1922, that's exactly what Sarah Winchester did. She built and built and built. The hammering never stopped. Tonight we're going inside, room by impossible room, hallway by impossible hallway, door by impossible door. Tonight I'm going to show you what Sarah built. And you're going to understand why people get lost in this house. Why movers in 1923 couldn't map it. Why tourists today sometimes panic. Why construction workers building it thought it was absolutely 100% cursed. Because the house doesn't follow the rules. The house was built to confuse, to trap, to maze. This house was built for ghosts. Thousands of them that suffered as a result of the rifle made by the Winchester Rifle Company. Welcome to night 2 of our Winchester Mystery House investigation. I'm Britt Morgan. Tonight's mission, we're going to tour this impossibly weird mansion. We're going room by room, feature by feature, impossibility by impossibility. What we're going to cover tonight is the construction from 1884 to 1922. 38 years of non-stop building. The final numbers. How big is this place? The architectural tour, room by room. The bizarre features. The number 13. It was Sarah's obsession. And tonight, it will be explained why it's built this way, the theories on the architecture of this home, the 1906 earthquake damage, what Sarah sold off, the workers' experiences, what they experienced, and we'll be setting up for night 3, Friday night, when the hauntings begin. By the end of tonight, you'll understand this mansion a little bit better, perhaps, and you'll understand why Sarah built it the way that she did. Let's enter the Winchester Mystery House now. Try not to get lost. Welcome back, night dwellers. Time for night 2 roll call. Have you been here Monday? Or is this your first time here? Are you ready to tour this impossible house? Are you nervous? Are you already creeped out? Have you been inside the Winchester house? Drop inside if yes. Drop first time if you're new, and drop, I was here Monday, I'm back again. Hey boss man, welcome. Sandy here since Monday, not creeped out. The Rose, hello. Jane K, new, welcome. Bonnie Lass since Monday, Shirley since Monday, Melanie since Monday, Carol, I was here Monday, back again. Andres was here Monday, Monday. Very good. For those who haven't, you're about to understand. Before we go inside though, let me give you the numbers. Because you need to understand the scale of what Sarah built. It was 1884. Sarah buys an 8-room farmhouse. Thank you so much for the fireworks. Thank you. That was lovely. Sarah buys a 8-room farmhouse on 162 acres. It's 8 bedroom, it's 8 rooms, it's small, it's simple. In 1922, Sarah passes and the construction stops. So, what exists now, you ask? Something similar to this. It's massive and it's sprawling. Let me give you the numbers. The Winchester Mystery House, the final count. Now, what I'm going to show you here is an infographic, but it will basically break it down for you. So, there are 160 plus rooms. Now, I want to be very clear on this. The exact number of this house, the rooms, it's unknown. Some are sealed and some have been discovered down through the years. It has 40 bedrooms, 40 staircases, 6 kitchens, 13 bathrooms, which is very unusual for the Victorian area because most homes had one. It has 2,000 doors, 10,000 windows, 47 fireplaces, and many don't vent outside. It has 17 chimneys. Some stop before the roof. The mansion is approximately 24,000 square feet. Do you know how big that is? It's massive, monstrous. 6 acres of floor space if you were to lay it flat. 4 stories tall. Now, it was originally 7 stories tall before the earthquake hit in 1906. Sprawls across property in every direction. Now, again, 47 fireplaces, but only 17 chimneys. Makes no sense. Multiple fireplaces share chimneys, and some of them even vent into other rooms. 3 elevators, which was rare for the 1880s to the 1920s residential homes. It has 52 skylights, extensive gas lighting system, later converted into electricity, modern amenities for the area, indoor plumbing, central heating, push button gas lights. The materials that were used on this house from 1884 to 1922, thousands of tons of lumber. Imported woods. Sarah Winchester only had the best: mahogany, teak, and maple. Tiffany stained glass windows. They were custom designed and very expensive. Gold and silver leaf decorations, marble floors, hand-carved details, and crystal chandeliers. The cost of this house was $5.5 million, and that was in 1884 and 1922. The equivalent today is $75 to $150 million. It took 38 years of construction, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Approximately 13,870 days of continuous building. So, seekers, with all the numbers that I just gave you, this is massive. React to the scale of Sarah's obsession. Wow is right. The Rose says it's really massive but beautiful and very chilling and wanting to back to flashlight now. Diana says it was lavish inside. T-Girl says, can you imagine the laundry service in there? X says, need a full staff to just clean it. Kim says, elevators. I didn't know that. Roses are red. Hello and welcome in. It's just completely crazy. It really, really is. Holy cow, that beyond huge. Wow, Kim says. Welcome in to new seekers. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you enjoy your time. This isn't a house. This is a complex, a maze, a monument to obsession. Sarah spent 38 years and millions of dollars building this. But why is it built so strangely? Why are there doors that you open up and it's just a wall? Why are there stairs that just disappear? Why are there chimneys but nowhere to vent them? Let's go inside and find out. Let's start where the guest would start, the front entrance. But wait, remember, the 1906 earthquake damaged the front section. Sarah sealed it off, never repaired it, and never used it again. Anything that happened to the house, she thought that the spirits were saying, we don't want this done, so stop it. So Sarah had the front section sealed off for years. It was boarded up, damaged, abandoned. So the front entrance that tourists use today is not the original grand entrance. It's a side entrance that Sarah used. The original front entrance the one guest used when Sarah was alive is now sealed behind walls. Still there, just inaccessible. So this is your first clue that this house is not normal. You step through a simple Victorian door, and immediately you're in a hallway. I completely disappeared. But the hallway is wrong. The doors don't line up symmetrically. The hallway isn't quite straight. It's off kilter. And this is how Sarah Winchester ordered it to be built. And there are more doors than seem necessary. So if you look, all these doors don't necessarily lead into a room. So you walk forward 10 feet, 20 feet, and you reach a door. You open it. And it just opens to a wall. Not a room, not a closet, just a wall. Welcome to the Winchester Mystery House. We're just getting started. So you enter the house, seekers. First hallway seems normal, but doors don't line up. You open a door, it opens to a solid wall. Not a room, not a closet, just a wall. What is your reaction? What would you do? Oh, she had to have. Yeah. Hello, Bio Paranormal Society. Welcome in. Hey, Jackie. Yeah, it spelled it wrong. I was like, oh well, I don't have time to fix it. Your kind of people, welcome in. So good to have you here. Only her that we know of, Jane. Oh, she definitely did. She had servants. Hey, Leslie Marie, how are you feeling? Hey, Crystal 69. It is so crazy. And that's just the first door. There are 1,999 more doors. Let's keep exploring, seekers. Let me take you through the most famous features of the Winchester Mystery House. The architectural impossibilities that make this place legendary. Now, each one designed according to Sarah. To confuse, to trap, or to house the spirits. So, the first odd thing is a staircase. It's Victorian, beautiful craftsmanship, 13 steps. You climb up 1 step, 2 steps, 5 steps, 10 steps, 13 steps, and at the top, you hit the ceiling. As you can see, the stairs lead to that, and that is it. It's not a door, it's not a landing, it's just a ceiling. You climbed 13 steps to nothing. Why? Theory number 1 is spiritual. Spirits can't climb stairs that don't lead anywhere. They get confused and trapped. Theory number 2 is based on Sarah's arthritis. Sarah had severe arthritis. Couldn't climb normal stairs. They were too steep. They were too painful for her. These stairs are very short steps, only about 2 inches high. She could manage these much more easily. They lead to nowhere now, but maybe originally led somewhere before the earthquake damage in 1906, or perhaps with construction changes. Theory number 3, seance instructions. Now, perhaps the spirits told her to build it this way during a seance, and she obeyed. But here's what's strange. These aren't the only stairs like this. These are not the only ones. There are multiple staircases throughout the house that lead absolutely nowhere. Some to ceilings, some to walls, some to blank spaces. Why build stairs that don't go anywhere? We'll explore theories later. For now, this is just one impossibility among many. Feature 2. There are doors that lead to nowhere. On the second floor, there is a door, and when you open it, it leads to a 3-story drop outside. What it is, it's a door, a normal Victorian door, beautiful woodwork. On the second floor, you open it, and there's nothing on the other side, just open air. It's a 15 to 20 foot drop to the ground below. I mean, can you imagine? You just walk out the door and just fall. You step through that door and you possibly fall to your death. Theory number 1, spiritual. This is a door for spirits only. They can float. Humans can't. Spirits use this door to exit the house without using human doors. Was that why it was built like that? Theory number 2, again, earthquake damage. Originally, this door led to a balcony or external staircase, perhaps. In 1906, the earthquake destroyed the structure. Sarah never repaired it. Maybe she just left the door? Theory number 3, an escape route for Sarah. Sarah was paranoid. Multiple escape routes were planned throughout this massive monstrosity. If spirits cornered her, she could open this door, confusing them. They think that she jumped, while she actually fled the other way. But this isn't the only door to nowhere. There are doors inside the house that open to walls. Doors that open to other doors. You open one door, there's immediately another door behind it. Doors that open to closets that are only 1 inch deep. Literally can't fit anything inside it. Doors that open to blank brick walls. Over 2,000 doors in this house. Hundreds of them had nowhere. They lead nowhere. Feature number 3, windows in the floors. You heard me right. What it is, you're walking through a hallway on the second floor. You look down and there's a window in the floor. There's a window in the floor. Not a grate, not a vent, a window with glass set into the floor. And through it, you can look down into the room below. One tourist said, "It was the freakiest thing I've ever seen in my life." So I'm looking in this window and you can see people down below you. What was Sarah Winchester's thinking when she built this place. It's awesome, but it's so freaking weird. Here's another picture looking down into a Victorian parlor. But why? Theory number one, we'll go with the spiritual part. Sarah wanted to monitor spirits, perhaps. She could look down through these windows and see if spirits were gathering in the rooms below. Surveillance systems for ghosts, I suppose. Theory number two, it was practical. These windows allow light from skylights above to penetrate down through multiple floors. I could see that. Victorian homes were dark, no electricity initially, and this brings natural light deeper into the house. I think that's pretty darn clever. Theory number three, discrimination. Yet another way to confuse spirits. They look up, they see a floor, they look down, they see a ceiling. Directions become meaningless. But it's disorienting. Standing on glass, looking down into someone else's room. Guests today find it deeply unsettling. Feature number four, yet another weird thing about this place. Windows that look into other rooms. Like this one. What is it? Well, you're in a room, Victorian parlor, and you look at the wall and there's a window. But when you look through it, you're not looking outside. You're looking into another room. Inside the house. The room next door has a window, and you're looking through it. But why would you put a window between two indoor rooms? Normally, windows look outside, but not in Sarah Winchester's house. They look inside. There are dozens of these throughout the house. Why? Theory number one, the spiritual aspect of it. Spirits need windows to move between rooms. They can pass through glass. These interior windows are spirit doorways. What do you think about that theory? Theory number two, surveillance. Sarah was paranoid. Again, she wanted to see into multiple rooms without leaving her position. Interior windows let her monitor different spaces. Theory number three, light. Again, bringing light deeper into the massive house. Windows allow light to pass from room to room. But it just feels wrong. You're in a private room with a window that lets people in the next room see you. Privacy doesn't exist in this house. Feature number five, and this is the one that really tripped me up a little bit. chimneys that stop before the roof. Now, so usually, I'll let everyone look at that. So in most homes, a chimney goes all the way up, comes out the roof, and that way it's able to ventilate, the smoke is able to come out. But not in Sarah Winchester's house. What it is, it's a fireplace. You light a fire in it. The smoke goes up the chimney. But a chimney doesn't go through the roof. It stops inside the house. The smoke vents into an attic or an upper room. This, I'm so sorry to say, Sarah Winchester, is a fire hazard. Smoke builds up inside the house. It's not safe. It's not functional. But Sarah built multiple fireplaces this way. 47 of them, seekers. Only 17 chimneys. Some chimneys serve multiple fireplaces. Why? Theory number 1, the spiritual aspect of it. Spirits are drawn to warmth. Fireplaces attract them. By venting smoke inside the house instead of outside, Sarah is keeping the spirits inside where she can monitor them. Theory number 2, construction changes. Sarah constantly changed her mind. Chimneys were built, then plans were changed, then they were left incomplete or repurposed. Theory number 3, earthquake damage again. But I don't know if I go with that one. 1906 earthquake damaged many chimneys. Sarah didn't repair them properly, just sealed some off. Whatever the reason, the house has non-functional fireplaces that vent smoke into interior rooms. That's not architecture, seekers. That's madness. So, let's go back through it. Stairs to nowhere. Doors to walls. Doors to drop-offs. Windows and floors that look down into the rooms below. Windows looking into other rooms from the inside, not the outside. Chimneys that stop inside the house. Smoke billowing, venting into other rooms. This is impossible architecture. React in the chat. That's called insanity, Kim says. Yes! Too Tweet to Believe says the fireplaces were never meant to be used. Goddess Lovely says, spirits don't feel hot or cold from anything. Right, I thought that too. Hey, Star, how are you? Hello, Lisa. Super Mike Marketing says house size is 5 acres big. Not land, but house. Wow. That's what I was thinking. Not sure if that's safe. It's not. It's definitely not safe. For sure. Shauna says, my grandma's old house with multiple windows because it was a makeshift viewing area. Now, you know, I can see that. Maybe she was ahead of her time and was thinking more of an open concept. Yep, she slept in a different room every night. Tracy said, sounds like a fun house. Leslie Marie says, was there a real area where she lived? I don't know, Leslie Marie. I know she slept in a different room every night, and she had rooms that were hidden, like her seance room. So perhaps I want to go see it so bad. Hey, Dee Dee, yes, that is what I've heard. That she did it to confuse the spirits. And we're just getting started in this house. There are 160 plus rooms in this house, and every single one of them has something strange about it. Let's keep going, shall we? Feature number 6 is the switchback hallways. Now, I tried to get an image of this. Ooh, that makes me dizzy. So, switchback hallways. So, what it is. So, you're walking down a hallway. You turn left. You walk 10 feet. You turn right. You walk another 10 feet. And then you turn left again. And then suddenly, you're facing the direction that you came from. The hallway has looped back on itself. So you have a person that is walking down a hallway, and then they're confused and they're disoriented and they don't know where they are. So you're now walking parallel to where you just walked, but you're going in the opposite direction. But you didn't turn around. You kept going forward. The hallway turned you around. Theory number 1. Why? Let's go with the spiritual one. A maze designed to trap spirits. They follow you into the hallway, but when it loops back, they get confused and they can't find you. Theory number 2, disorientation. Sarah wanted to confuse anyone trying to navigate the house. Even sometimes she would get lost, and did quite a bit, according to the staff. Constantly changing, constantly confusing. Theory number 3, space maximization. A switchback design allows more rooms to fit in limited space, kind of like a puzzle, fitting rooms together in strange configurations. The effect? People get lost constantly. Even tour guides who work there every day sometimes take wrong turns. The house is a freaking maze. Feature number 7 is the dead-end hallways. What it is, you walk down a hallway. It's long, 30 feet, 40 feet, and at the end, just a wall, no door, no window, no room. The hallway goes nowhere. Why build a hallway that doesn't lead anywhere, though? Theory number 1, it's spiritual. Trap hallway, spirits enter, reach dead end, become trapped, can escape, and Sarah seals them there? Theory number 2, again, incomplete construction. Sarah planned to add a room at the end, never got around to it, and left the hallway incomplete. I don't go with that. Theory number 3, sealed rooms. There was a room at the end. Sarah sealed it off, boarded up the door, and covered it with a wall. The room still exists behind the wall, but you can't access it. Movers in 1923 reported finding dozens of sealed rooms, some that they could not open. Some are still sealed today. No one knows how many secret rooms are still hidden behind these walls. Feature number 8, and this one trips me out. I don't know what she was thinking when she did it, but an upside down column. What it is: architectural columns, support beams, installed upside down. The decorative top, which is called the capital, which would normally be at the top, is at the bottom. And it's exquisite. Look at the woodwork on it. The plain bottom is at the top. This is backwards, structurally wrong, aesthetically wrong, but Sarah had them installed this way, intentionally. Why? Okay, let's go with this. Theory number 1, it was spiritual. Inversion confuses spirits. If everything is upside down, spirits can't navigate. They expect columns to be right side up. When they're not, spirits become disoriented. Theory number 2, that it was a worker area. Workers installed them wrong. I highly doubt that. Sarah saw it, didn't care, no. As particular as this woman was about this house, she definitely did care about everything, and she certainly would have noticed, and she would not have left them that way. Theory number 3, intentional design. Sarah was experimenting with design, perhaps. Deliberately inverting traditional architecture, trying to come up with new looks. Artistic choice, not spiritual. Whatever the reason, there are multiple upside down columns throughout the house, supporting absolutely nothing, serving no structural purpose, just upside down. So seekers, switchback hallways turn you around without you realizing. Dead-end hallways lead nowhere. Upside down columns, decorative at the top and bottom. Every feature designed to confuse, disorient, or trap. This house is the maze built to imprison ghosts. Are you going with the spiritual aspect of each one? Let me know in the chat. Right, Turtle Woman, they were. That's the reason that I don't go with the thing of her choosing to do that. They instructed her on how to build things. So I don't know. Kim says, thinking to keep spirits confused and trapped. Bonnie Lass says, I like it upside down. It's pretty. Hey, little mama. I feel like I would have wanted it that way. Looks like it would hold the ceiling up better. X says upside down rooms, oh Lord. Bunny Lass says she went absolutely bonkers. Calicrisker, hello. So some of you think that it looks better that way. Interesting, interesting indeed. Hot Fire says I love it. All right, everyone, let's take a 10-minute intermission to get a drink, a snack, and when we come back, we will continue night 2 of the Winchester Mystery House. I hope you're enjoying it. Hey, Dee Dee. Oh, we still have some time. Thank you everyone for the presents. Thank you for the likes, for the taps, that were the shares, for the repost, for sharing to your FYF, for sharing to your story. Thank you so, so much. I know. The carpet on the ceiling, I know. Because I love this one. I absolutely love it. And sometimes, you know, I don't want to always fix my hair. I'm lazy. Yeah, definitely a GPS needed to get around the house, for sure. Honestly, I hadn't even noticed the carpet. I really had not. Vacuum sealing. Right. Thank you for so many, you know, being willing to come in and take part and participate in this live. I just absolutely love this page. I love the live. It's just fantastic. And I believe that we're going to do big things here. Hey, Magic Moon. Happy New Year. Oh, thank you for the corgi. Oh, how lovely. Yes. I saw that beautiful gift. I'm trying to see who sent that. I think it was Star. Star, thank you. Carol, thank you. Sometimes it doesn't show up like I want it to. Like it will pop up, but then it's just gone. Like it just disappears. Oh, thank you, little mama. Thank you for the 5 hearts to finish my gallery. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, so every story that I tell here, I will put on White Channel. I've got one ready to go. I think it's marked from last night. So, oh, you're good, Magic. No problem. Thank you for liking the live. If you haven't shared the live, if you haven't reposted it, now's the time. Every bit of it helps. It helps us to get out there, get our name out there. I want us to be the biggest storytelling community in the world. Well, dark stories, scary stories, you know. Thank you all so much for lighting up. We got to come up with a name for that one. Well, you can get it, Magic. Shirley, thank you for the FYF. Just reach out to X Magic and she will get you taken care of. I love the kissy faces. I love the kissy hearts. Love them. So thank you all, guys. We try to see every present that comes through. That's right, Bonnie Lass. Dusty, thank you for the follow. Do you like the paranormal? Steven, thank you. Love you. Hey, Kelly Ray. Can we get to 800 followers tonight? As soon as we can get 1,000 followers, just new things open up for us as far as monetization, being able to put my L-Tree link on here. I have it on my main page, but I want to be able to put it on here as well. We are going to have so much Paranormal Files merch that it's just crazy. We're going to have Little Boo, just a bunch of different things coming. Coffee cups, tumblers, like I have this one for my Twisted Tales Live. This is my tumbler for that, but we're gonna have one that says Paranormal Files Live as well. X is working on all the merch, and she is doing an absolute fantabulous job, as always. Oh, also, X, I just wanted to check this while we're on the live to see if what you and I were looking at today will work. So here we go. Now, for some reason, I'm able to see the crown on here, but I wasn't able to see it last night. I don't know if it's just a particular photo. Yeah. I'm so glad, Hotfire. So happy to hear that. All right. Yeah, I think it is, because this one is not hiding anything. This one, yeah, so that one's showing too. So it could just be the photo. Oh, thank you, little mama. I like this one too. All right, let's get back into it, shall we? If you haven't joined our Discord channel, Julie is always making an announcement in there when a video is uploaded, so when a live is uploaded. So if you haven't joined, consider doing it. If you love hanging out with the paranormal seekers, that's what we're doing in the D channel too. So the last thing that I said was switchback hallways turn you around without you realizing, dead-end hallways lead nowhere, upside down columns, decorative at the top, at the bottom, every feature designed to confuse, disorient, trap. This house is a maze built to imprison ghosts. Are you starting to see the pattern here? This house wasn't built for humans. It was built for spirits. Now, let's talk about Sarah's obsession with number 13. Sarah Winchester was obsessed with the number 13. She believed that 13 was a lucky number. Most people think that 13 is the exact opposite, that it is unlucky. Sarah thought the opposite. She incorporated 13 into everything in her house. Let me show you. And sometimes AI can mess up things. So if I say 13 steps, it might have 16, but just go with it. So one of the most beautiful things in Sarah Winchester's house is a stained glass window. So many of her windows have 13 panes of glass. Let me see something. I know that I did another one. No. Okay, so I'll let you look at that for just a few seconds. So many windows have 13 panes of glass, specifically designed this way. She did this intentionally. 13 colored panes in decorative patterns, 13 sections in larger windows. I love stained glass too. Absolutely love it. So number 2 was staircases. Multiple staircases that had exactly 13 steps. I think I counted 13 on this one, I don't know. But anyway, not 12, not 14, always 13, including the famous stairs to nowhere. Another thing that Sarah had 13 of was chandeliers. I love chandeliers. So the chandeliers had 13 gas lights or candle holders and 13 crystals in decorative patterns. Another thing that Sarah had 13 of were hooks. It was just 13 hooks on the wall. I tried to get 13, but I wanted to put 15. Anyway, roll with it. Use your imagination. So there were 13 hooks on the wall. Was it for robes, for candles, for offerings to the spirits? We do not know. There was one hook in the ceiling and 13 total, including the ceiling. So there were 12 on the wall and 1 in the ceiling. There were 13 colored panes in the window. Who's liking the font on the picture? So you know what it is when you come in. Love it. There was another room that had drains, 13 of them. Someone said fish. So one bathroom had 13 drain holes in the sink. Why 13 drains? No logical reason. Just Sarah's obsession. Oh my lord, that scared me so bad. It was the kitty cat, Citrine, making her presence known. There was a ceiling with 13 panels. Oh, goodness, God is lovely. I know, right? She does. She does. She has kitty cat timing for sure. So she had decorative, beautiful ceilings with 13 panels and 13 wooden beams. Again, there was another room that had 13 coat hooks on the walls, just like that photo that I showed you before. Even though Sarah lived alone and did not need 13 coat hooks. The house had 13 bathrooms total, which was very unusual for Victorian era. Most homes had maybe one. If you were wealthy, two. She insisted on 13. Now, another thing that Sarah had well, there's the hooks. Why? We ask why a lot on this show. Oh yeah, an absolutely beautiful ceiling. So this is the most famous example. The spiderweb window. It's a Tiffany glass. I mean, I cannot even begin to imagine how much that this window must have cost. But when you're bringing in $1,000 a day and you already have 20 mil, it's probably like chump change. Anyway, the spiderweb window, the Tiffany glass, the custom designed for Sarah. Let me show you a close-up of it. Look at that. Just stunning. Just in case the spirits had coats to hang up. Right, Kim? I thought about that. Crystal says gorgeous. Exotic Girl says so beautiful. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love it. Let me try something real quick. I just want to see if this picture does it. No picture, no problem with that one. So I think we'll be okay with like a tiara maybe across here. I think that would be really nice on Twisted. So the spider web had 13 colored stones, 13 sections radiating from the center. Sarah specifically requested this design. It cost thousands of dollars. It was custom Tiffany glass. Oh, I love the bear. Thank you so, so much. I have a delay here with it. I don't know who that was. Was that Palm? That was adorbs. I loved it. Maybe it'll show here in a minute. I love it. Why a spider web though? That's the thing. So, theory number one, spiritual. I thought it was palm. Okay. So, theory number one, it's a spiritual symbol. So, in some spiritual traditions, spiders and webs represent trapping evil spirits, like a web traps insects. Fate, destiny, the weaving of life, connection between worlds, physical and spiritual. Theory number two, it was Sarah's personal symbol. Sarah may have chosen spider webs as her symbol. The house is her web. She's the spider at the center. And the spirits are trapped in her web, but that doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's the other way around. I think she's trapped in their web. Theory number three, just an aesthetic. She liked the design, commissioned it. The 13 is her lucky number, and incorporated it into breathtakingly beautiful art. So, Sarah's obsession with the number 13 seekers. Windows with 13 panes, stairs with 13 steps, 13 bathrooms, 13 hooks, 13 lights, 13 drains, 13 everywhere. She believed that 13 was lucky and built it into every aspect of the house. React to this obsession. And do you have an obsession with a certain number? I love the number 7. I love it, love it, love it. Have a great night, Hot Fire. Yes, it is a lucky number, Magic. I look like the Blessed Mother. Well, there you go. I'll take it. Yeah, so it is kind of like a dream catcher, isn't it? Bonnie Lass, 17. Nice. Oh my gosh. So 13 everywhere. Intentional, deliberate, obsessive. Why did Sarah Winchester believe that 13 was lucky? No one knows for certain. But these are the theories. Theory number 1. The spirits told her during seances that 13 is sacred and protective. Theory number 2. Numerology beliefs. 13 equals 1 plus 3 equals 4, which some numerologists consider stable and foundational. Do we have anyone here that is into numerology? Theory number 3. Inversion of common superstition. Everyone thinks 13 is unlucky, so she believed claiming it as lucky would confuse the evil spirits. Theory number 4. It was just personal significance. We don't understand. Maybe related to Annie, William, a date, or an event. Whatever the reason, 13 is everywhere in this house. And if you're superstitious, this place will make your skin crawl. Now, let's talk about the most haunted room. The most important room. The seance room. The heart of the house. Every night at midnight, For 38 years, Sarah Winchester went to her seance room. Isn't it lovely? I want a room in my house with that color blue. So for 38 years, oh, let me try this. This is a darker picture. Yeah, so when it's a darker picture, it doesn't do it. But if I have this, it does. So that's good to know. You like it down? Good to know. So let me describe Sarah's seance room for you. So it was a secret. Sarah didn't tell anyone where it was. Only she knew the path to reach it. The access was through hidden passages, switchback hallways, confusing routes. It was a different path each night. She wanted her route to confuse the spirits who might follow her. So the size of the seance room was very small. It was intimate, and it was just big enough for Sarah and a table and a few chairs. The color of the walls was blue. Walls painted blue. Blue is believed in spiritualism to attract benevolent spirits and repel malevolent ones. So I live here in South Carolina, and one of the things that you see quite frequently are people who have these beautiful homes, but their porch under, like above, is painted blue. I'm going to have that done. I love it. I'm going to have that done. Blue is my favorite color. But it's believed to attract good spirits and keep away the negative ones. Hello, Hugh. Welcome in. So one thing that she had in the room were the hooks, which I showed you earlier. There was one hook in the ceiling. The purpose was unknown. The theories that have went around are she hung robes, candles, offerings, spiritual symbols perhaps. There was also a window that had 13 panes in it. It faced the interior courtyard, not the outside world, so spirits can enter from within the house, but not from outside of it. I don't know if I was able to get this picture. Okay, I was. Yes, magic. Yes, they did, little mama. So there was a very simple table in the center of the room, which I think I already showed you. And Sarah sat there, and she had paper and pencils to sketch plans that the spirits gave her during the seance. And there was just the table, a few chairs. It was a bare room. No decorations, no clutter. It was just a pure communication space. And again, you can see how small that table was. There was that again. That's creepy ass music. Isn't it? We'll just stay on that. Every night around midnight, Sarah enters the room alone. Always alone. She lights candles, 13 candles, perhaps, I don't know, sits at the table, enters a trance state, and communicates with the spirits. Who does she contact? Accounts suggest she spoke to William, her dead husband, a lot. Annie, her dead baby daughter. Good spirits, benevolent ghost who guided her. The Winchester rifle victims, thousands of angry spirits she tried to appease. What do they tell her? The spirits give her instructions. What to build next, specific rooms, features, dimensions, where to build it, locations in the house, how to appease the angry spirits by doing architectural features designed to trap or confuse them, and warnings when danger is near, when she needs to change something. Sarah sketches these plans on paper. The sketches are rough. They're not professional, just enough for workers to really understand it. Build a staircase here, 13 steps here, leads to nowhere, add a door here, opens to the wall, windows in the floor, looking down. She gives these sketches to the workers the next morning, and they build exactly what she drew, even if it makes no sense at all, even if it's impossible, even if it's dangerous. Because Sarah says the spirits commanded it. How long does Sarah stay in the seance room? Well, accounts from servants say she would enter around midnight and would not emerge until 2 a.m. or sometimes later. She would be 2 to 3 hours in the seance room every single night, seekers, for 38 years. Servants reported hearing her voice, talking to spirits, a bell that she kept on her table ringing 13 times, signaling the start and end of her seance. Strange sounds, footsteps, whispers, voices that were not Sarah's. But no one was allowed to enter, not even her niece. No one was allowed to disturb her because this was sacred time. communication with the dead. So seekers, the seance room. Sarah went there every night at midnight for the next 38 years. 13 hooks on walls. The blue room attracts good spirits. She communicated with the dead for 2 to 3 hours. Received building instructions from spirits, sketched plans, gave them to workers the next morning. This was her nightly ritual for 38 years. What do you think about that? Let me know in the chat. Hello, Enclave. Thank you for becoming a fan in the fan club. AKA 718 La. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm fascinated by it. 38 years is a very long time. Yeah, no breaks. Every night. Hey, Raybab. Sansari, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I mean, that's mind-boggling to say the least, for sure. Imagine that life with me, if you will. Every single night. I just want you to imagine what Sarah Winchester has been through. She lost her daughter after 6 weeks. She lost her husband. She picked up and moved everything to California because a medium told her that she had to build a house to appease the spirits of a company that her husband owned that manufactured the Winchester rifle. And she is haunted by this. And every night for 38 years, she has a seance. 2 to 3 hours talking to ghosts. Getting instructions, building their house. This was not her house. This was their house. Never stopping, never resting. Was she actually communicating with spirits, seekers? What was going on in that room? Let me know what you think in the chat. Or do you think that she was experiencing psychosis, hallucinations, or delusions? We're going to explore that more on Friday night. But for now, this is what Sarah believed that she was doing. Now, let's talk about the 1906 earthquake and what it did to her house. It was April the 18th, 1906. It was 5:12 a.m. in the morning. And we covered this on night 1. But let's talk about what it did to the house specifically. So, before the earthquake happened, I had more images and I cannot find them to save my life. Let me see. Yeah, it didn't take. Weird. Anywho. So before the earthquake, the house was 7 stories tall. And that was before the earthquake, at its highest point. The front section was the tallest, and it was a Victorian tower that was reaching high into the sky. It was beautiful, it was imposing, and it was grand. A magnitude earthquake of 7.9 on the Richter scale. Violent shaking for 60 seconds. What happened to the house? It suffered extensive, massive damage. The top 3 floors of the front section collapsed completely. Walls cracked, ceilings fall, chimneys topple, many of the 17 chimneys fall, windows shatter. Sarah's trapped in her bedroom. The wall shift, the door jams, and she's stuck for hours. Workers have to break through the wall to rescue her. The front section is completely destroyed. What was 7 stories is now 3. Well, 5, sorry. So after the earthquake, Sarah makes a decision that just seems insane. The construction workers are asking her, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to start building it back? She says, no. You are not to repair one section of this damaged front. Instead, she seals it off permanently. What she does, she has the construction workers to board up all doors leading to the damaged front section, builds walls to permanently block access to it, seals off entire sections, dozens of rooms become inaccessible, and never enters that section again for the remaining 16 years of her life. Why? Because Sarah Winchester's belief was that the spirits are angry. They're angry at her. They destroyed the front section because they don't want it. So she says, well, I will abandon it. I will build elsewhere. I will appease them. So she interprets the earthquake as a spiritual punishment on her. Not a natural disaster, not tectonic plates, not geology. The spirits did this to punish her, to send a message. You're not building enough. You're not building correctly. Build more. Build different. Or we will unalive you. So, to this day, over 100 years later, parts of the sealed section remain closed. Why? Well, because it's structural instability. The earthquake damage was severe and sections are very unsafe. The unknown rooms, no one has fully mapped what's behind those walls. There are possible discoveries, furniture, Sarah's belongings, sealed rooms that no one has seen in 100+ years. Modern tours do not access most of the sealed section. It remains Sarah's forbidden zone. What's behind those walls? No one knows. So, Seeker's 1906 earthquake collapsed, top 3 stories of her house. Sarah's trapped. She is rescued hours later. Instead of repairing the damage, she seals it off, the entire front section, permanently. Dozens of rooms abandoned, never entered again. She believes the spirits destroyed it because they're angry. Parts of this sealed section are still closed today. Was that foolish, what Sarah did? Let me see it in the chat. Right, I don't think that I would want to live in those conditions either. Palm says it doesn't make sense to me. Lisa says yes. AKA 718 Lab. Exotic Girl says agree. So I want you to imagine dozens of rooms sealed off for over 100 years. What's in there? Furniture, Sarah's belongings, secrets? No one knows. And maybe no one wants to know. Now, let's hear from the workers. What did they experience? These are actual testimonies. It's time for the builders to speak. For 38 years, crews of workers built the Winchester house. 24 hours a day, shifts rotating constantly. Carpenters, builders, craftsmen, laborers. Some worked for Sarah Winchester for years, decades even. And over those years, they saw things, heard things, experienced things. Let me share their testimonies. These are compiled from interviews conducted in the 1920s and 1950s with workers or their families after Sarah's death. Testimony 1, the foreman, name unknown, his account. Miss Winchester would give us plans every morning. Sometimes they made sense. Build a room here, add a hallway there. But other times they made no sense. Build a staircase that goes up 13 steps and stops at the ceiling. I remember we would ask her, "Ma'am, where should it lead?" And she'd say, "Nowhere. The spirits want it this way, so we build it." Miss Winchester always paid us well. We didn't argue with her. But the midnight changes were the worst. We'd work all day building a room exactly to her specifications. I'm talking about beautiful woodwork, expensive materials. The next morning, she'd come out and say, and she would just have this look of fear on her face. She never yelled at us. There was never any meanness in her tone, but she was scared. I remember one morning she came out and she said, "Tear it down. The spirits don't like it. Build it differently." And we would just look at her because we would have to demolish a day's work. Start over. This happened constantly when I was employed there. She'd say that the spirits came to her in the seance room and told her to change it. I guess, who are we to argue with spirits? Testimony 2, the carpenter. We'll call him John Hanson, a fictional name based on composite accounts. Oh yeah, I worked for Miss Winchester for 15 years, from 1895 to 1910. I saw that house grow from maybe 50 rooms to over 100, and I'll tell you, strange things happened there. Doors that we would install would be open the next morning, even though we'd locked them. Tools would go missing, then just reappear in completely different parts of the house. I used to get scared as the sun was going down because we'd hear footsteps in empty rooms, voices. And the freakiest thing was, we would hear hammering when we weren't. One time I was working alone in the hallway. It was the late night shift. I hated it. It was around 2 a.m. and I heard a woman crying, clear as day. I thought maybe Miss Winchester was upset, and I went looking for her. I checked every room in that section. There was no one there, but I could still hear the crying, and it followed me. But when I left that hallway, it stopped. I told the other workers they'd experienced similar things, and we all agreed. That house is alive, or something in it is alive. Testimony number 3, the night shift laborer. His name is unknown to this day, but his account? Night shift was the worst. Miss Winchester would be in her seance room. She would go in there around midnight, right on the dot, to 2 a.m., 3 a.m. We weren't allowed anywhere near that part of the house during those hours, but we could hear things. One night, I made a mistake and walked closer. I could hear bells ringing, 13 chimes. That was the signal that she was starting. And then later, you'd hear 13 chimes again when she was done. But one night, that night that I walked too far down the hallway, I heard other sounds. Voices. Not just hers, it was multiple voices, men's voices. I heard a child, angry voices, and she was all alone in that room. And then another night, I was working on the second floor. It was directly below the seance room. I heard furniture moving above me, heavy dragging sounds, footsteps, multiple people walking. But I knew Miss Winchester was alone, and she had an odd gait because of her arthritis. But these footsteps were quick. I asked the next morning when I saw her, "Ma'am, were there others that joined you in your seance last night?" She smiled at me, and it was a sad smile, and I just remember she looked at me and she said, "Yes, always." Testimony number 4, the gardener. He maintained the grounds, not the house. His account. I didn't work inside the house much, just maintained the gardens and grounds. But even outside, you could feel it. That house watches you. I'd be pruning hedges and I'd get the feeling someone was staring at me. I'd look up at the windows. Sometimes I would see Miss Winchester watching, clothed in black. But other times I'd see, I don't know, shadows, figures that shouldn't be there. When I'd look again, they'd be gone. Miss Winchester told me once, the gardens are for the good spirits. They like beauty. The house is for the angry ones. They need confusion. To this day, I don't understand what she meant, but I never felt comfortable near those rooms. Never. Testimony number 5, a worker's wife, a second-hand account. My husband was haunted by that house. He worked there for 20 years. He would come home so exhausted, not just from the labor, but from the feeling of that place. He said that it made him feel like he was drowning. He said it drained you, like the house was feeding on your energy. He told me once that the house is never still, that even when we're not hammering, it creaks, it settles, it breathes, like it's alive. And he used to tell me that Miss Winchester talks to it. She walks through rooms talking to empty air, and sometimes he said he would hear the air talk back to her. He swore he saw her having a conversation with someone invisible one night. She'd ask a question, and she would pause, and then she would respond if someone answered. But he saw no one with her. So, the common themes in the workers at the Winchester house were: one, tools going missing and reappearing; footsteps in empty rooms; voices when no one is there; doors opening and closing on their own; feelings of being watched constantly; cold spots; sudden drops in temperature in specific rooms; Sarah talking to invisible people; strange sounds during Sarah's seances; multiple voices; furniture moving; the house breathing or settling in unnatural ways; a general feeling of unease, dread, being unwelcome. Did the workers believe that the Winchester Mystery House was haunted? According to accounts, yes, most of them did indeed. They didn't quit. The pay was too good. But they believed that something supernatural was happening. Whether it was spirits, as Sarah believed, the house itself being cursed, mass hysteria, everyone believing because Sarah believed, or psychological effects of working in such a strange environment, they experienced things that they could not explain, and many of them left that job convinced that the Winchester house is haunted. So from the workers' testimonies that you've heard, do you think it is haunted? These aren't random tourists that are claiming ghosts. These are the men who built the house. They worked there for years, some for decades. They knew that house inside and out, and they believed that it was haunted. Now let's talk about why Sarah built it this way. We've toured the house. We've seen the impossibilities. But why? Why build it this way? Let me present the theories. Theory 1 is that she built it this way to confuse and trap evil spirits. Sarah stated that the house was built to confuse malevolent spirits, the dead Winchester rifle victims who wanted revenge, to trap them, to maze them so they could not find her, to house them, to give them rooms to occupy so they would leave her alone. So the stairs to nowhere, the doors to walls, the switchback hallways, the multiple bedrooms, the dead-end hallways, the windows in the floors and interior windows. This is what Sarah believed that she was doing, confusing them. Whether it actually worked or not, we'll explore that on Friday night. Sarah did not design this house. The spirits did. Every night during seances, the spirits would instruct her on what they wanted. Sarah was following orders. She wasn't the architect. She was the builder, following a spiritual blueprint. So, with everything that we have talked about Monday night and tonight, do you think that Sarah Winchester is just confused? Do you think that she suffers from a lack of direction since losing William and Annie? Do you think that she is OCD? Is it an obsession for her? The building gave her purpose, and without it she'd have nothing. So she built it forever. She wasn't building for spirits. She was building to cope with grief. That's another theory. So, at this point, do you believe that it was just grieving? Believing that she was haunted? Genuine belief in spirits? Do you think she was accommodating her arthritis by having these smaller steps built? Do you think that it was just a house where she was experimenting with design? Or do you think it's a little bit of all? Do you think it was spirits? Psychosis? Sarah was mentally ill? Not haunted? Accessibility designed for her arthritis? For art? Architectural experimentation? Or all of it? Right. Right, Boxcara. Kalakrazar says all. Queen Loyal says haunted. X says grief, and she was haunted. Kim, she gave the house life, and then I would say a little of all of it. Well, we've toured the house. We understand the architecture a lot better now. Friday night, we're going to investigate the hauntings. Is this house actually haunted? Or is it just strange? We'll find out. Drop a ghost if you think the house is haunted. Drop a blue heart for Sarah. We really, really are trying to understand you, Miss Winchester. Drop a hammer for the workers who built this impossible place. Drop a house for the 38 years of construction. Haunted, the Rose says haunted, Jackie says haunted, Kalakrazar says blue, X says blue, ghost, house, hammer. It has been an absolute delight being with all of you tonight. Thank you, Seekers. Friday night, we enter the darkest part of this investigation. The spirits Sarah built this house for, do they exist even today? Are they here? Are they angry? We'll find out. And if you haven't followed me on my Twisted Tales Live channel, tomorrow night, the story of Crimson Queen, a vampire story, continues. My stories burrow deep where they cannot flee, and in the darkest corridors of your nightmares, you belong to me. Good night.